When God created man, he sowed in him something divine, as a somewhat more fervent and luminous cognitive faculty, functioning as a spark that enlightens the intellect, showing it how to distinguish good from evil. This is called the conscience, and exists as natural law. This is the well that Jacob dug, as the fathers say, and the Philistines filled with earth. It was to this law, which is the conscience, that the patriarchs and all of the saints who lived before the written law conformed, and thus pleased God. However, when this, the well of the law of conscience, was covered and trodden upon by men with the progressive spreading of sin, a written law was needed. The prophets were needed, and the very incarnation of our Master, Jesus Christ, became necessary, so that the conscience might be again illuminated, reviving it, giving life once again, by the keeping of the holy commandments of God, to that spark that had been inhumed. So it is now in our hands either to bury it again, or let it shine and illuminate us, when we conform to its directions. For when our conscience commands that we do something and we ignore it, or again, if it tells us to do something and we do not, but firmly and persistently trample on it, in this way we bury it, and it can no longer call out strongly within us, on account of the weight of what covers it. Just like an oil lamp that gives off murky light, so the conscience begins to reveal things in an even more blurry way, as happens with water that is made cloudy by soil, and in which one cannot see his face. Thus, we are slowly rendered unable to sense those things that our conscience commands us to do, such that we reach the point that we have no conscience at all. Nonetheless, there is nobody who does not have one, for the conscience is something divine, as we have already said, and is never lost, but always reminds us of what we should do. Yet, we do not sense it because, as I said, we ignore it and trample on it.